Hello there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault. I am here at Hyderabad Honda Big Wing Top Line showroom, and today I feature the Speedo console preview of the Honda Fireblade CBR1000RRR. And this is the standard variant. This is not the SP variant where we get the Öhlins semi-active suspension, electronic suspension. This is not fully loaded with Pirelli Super Corsas and all. This is just the next best variant, the standard variant, but looks absolutely stunning in this HRC color scheme. So let's turn the camera around, and I'm doing a separate video on this, the CBR Fireblade 2021 model. This is everything and anything that every Honda fanboy always wanted it. We wanted all the aggression, we wanted all the electronics, we wanted all the technical wizardry from their MotoGP machine, and that's exactly what Honda are offering with this 2021 model. Our price is around 33.24 lakhs ex showroom. You can contact the number mentioned in the description portion below to know the exact on-road price. But for now, as I told you, this is not a detailed walk around of the machine. I've already done a cinematic feature of this. This is just a walk around or kind of a walkthrough of the Speedo console of the 2021 CBR1000RRR Fireblade. So for you to turn on the Speedo console, here you have the control right over here. So just need to press this. Beautiful startup animation, as you can see. Let me just try and focus this even better on the Speedo console. Yeah, I think now it's fine. And let's turn on the ignition. So this is the home screen and the display. You have the mode, you have the power, traction control, wheelie control, engine brake control, and the gear position indicator, the speedo, the 6-axis IMU I believe on this with the lean angle sensor, the tachometer, temperature gauge, and almost everything displayed here. So let me run you through. So here you have the joysticks for you to run you through or navigate your way through the user interface of the Speedo console. So let's get into the settings, but before that, for you to move across the power, traction, wheelie and wheelie control and engine brake control right from the home screen, you can long press on these buttons. So as I press on the long press on the up arrow button, you can move up this menu. If you press on the down arrow, you can move down this menu, and once you're there, then you can actually press up and down to scale up or down the units or the different modes. For the power, you have 5, with 5 being least powerful, I mean throttle response being least aggressive, and 1 being the most aggressive. And then moving on to traction control, you have different levels of traction control, and that goes all the way up to 9 levels of traction control. And then wheelie control, 3 levels, engine brake control again 3 levels. Now this is the shortcut way of accessing the settings in a quick glance, but if you want to get into the settings mode, then I think you need to pull this button. For normal navigation through the odometer, trip meter, you just press this left and right button, range and everything, and then you have this menu. Then long press on this, get into the main settings, there you have it, and again press the right arrow to get into riding modes, suspension A mode, then the quick shifter and all. So this is the riding mode. Again, get into riding mode, you have mode 1, mode 2, mode 3 with preset settings for power, traction, wheelie control and engine brake control. As you can see, in mode 1, power is set to 1, traction is set to 2, wheelie control is set to 2, and engine braking is set to 3. You can change this and tweak this as per your personal preference. Then coming down in mode 2, power is set to 2, traction is set to 5, wheelie control is set to 2, and engine braking is set to 3. Then in mode 3, I think the standard setting is power mode will be set to 5, traction will be set to 8, which is maximum intrusion and least throttle sensitivity or throttle response. Wheelie control is set to max at 3, engine brake control is set to minimum at 1. So, these are the standard settings in 3 different power modes. Now, getting back into the main menu, then you have these other settings. I just hope the focus is right. So, here we have, apart from this, function, display and general settings and service interval modes. Then you have the steering damper control here. Get into steering damper and you can set it to hard, medium or soft as per your preference. Let's set it to medium for now. Then the ABS mode, you have ABS 1, which is track, then you have ABS 2, which is sport. I think in track mode the rear wheel ABS is switched off. Then you have the rev indicator, the start mode and other details. Then you have the display. Now you have display customize option. You have 3 different display options here. You have the HRC one, then you have the second mode and the third mode. So you can choose whichever one you like. Say for instance, you choose the second mode. Let's see whether it changes. There you see, it has changed to the second mode. Now getting back into the main menu, let's change the display to first mode, and then you have mechanic, brightness. You can adjust the brightness of the screen. You have background. You can choose between white, black or auto. Let's set it to auto. Then you have other information. Then you have other relevant information mentioned. Then you have the general lab data and date and time, unit, language, which can be set as per your personal preference. And then you have the service settings. So this is a quick walkthrough of the Speedo console of the CBR 1000RRR Fireblade. And next you can go ahead and check out my detailed cinematic. Love the tail lamp. I mean, looks absolutely killer. So does the front reverse slant headlamps. Look absolutely kick-ass and really beastly. This thing is an absolute beast. The winglets have been borrowed straight from the MotoGP machine to add more downforce. This is the standard variant, so we don't get the Brembo style MRs. We get the Nissan calipers instead. But the rear brake is Brembo. We get Bridgestone Battlax tires on this variant, as opposed to the Super Cosa SPs on the top of the line variant, which is the SP variant. But the color scheme, the HRC color scheme, looks absolutely out of this world. And the way it sounds, I'll try and include the exhaust note in this one. It sounds absolutely out of this world. This is a fire breathing monster that everyone had hoped for. Blade is what they choose to call it. And this concludes my quick fire run through of the Speedo console. I just hope you found this video useful. So guys, I just hope you found this video useful. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless and ride safe.